Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
And Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series and happy patch day. I am the Crushinator and today I am bringing you Division C East. We've got We've Taken You versus Nexus Cats. Hope you're having an excellent patch day. I hope your favorite hero got buffed and your most serious nemesis got nerfed. It's an exciting day indeed. We've got 2 teams in the lobby. It looks like there might be a small delay here, as someone just typed that 2 of their players just lost power. That's it. It's an exciting start to the day. Hopefully the power comes back on quickly, and we will be able to have a match. One can only hope. In the meantime, let's go to map select. As we see it load on in, very crunchily. We can take a look at the map bans. Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines were banned away by We've Taken You. Nexus Cats have taken out Cursed Hollow and Tomb of the Spider Queen. And we are going to start things off on Towers of Doom for map number 1. Very exciting stuff here. Let's bring it on back. Bring it on back. We made it! It's our first draft of the night post-patch. We're starting here on Towers of Doom. Nexus Cats will be opening up with first pick here. Thanks for hanging in there, folks. You stuck around this whole break. We will have ourselves a series, and hopefully Thor's Wrath does not strike one of our players down again. Kicking things off with the Brightwing ban. Brightwing's still very powerful. Didn't get touched at all in this patch, I believe. Garrosh, the next ban from We've Taken You. See the Vala ban next. Vala's still great overall damage dealer. Definitely an enabler of double support comps or double bruiser comps with all that damage that Vala can output. We've Taken You considering. What's the ban going to be? Post-patch, who is the winner? Joe and Rhaegar discarded from the ban phase as we're going to go with a Stukov ban. Isn't it refreshing? Isn't it just refreshing? Still going to be Johanna first, though. Mark Zombie locking in the Johanna first here for Nexus Cats. Papa Patience wants me to work out. Gosh! We'll see. We'll see if there's a little bit of time after. You couldn't have done that earlier, right? Domer gonna lock in the Junkrat here for We've Taken You. Tater is on the Anduin for the pre-ban rotation here from We've Taken You. Junkrat, great delay here on Towers of Doom. Great lane clear. Just overall very disruptive around the points. Anduin, likely a takeaway to make sure there's no falling sword light bomb setup. Oh, Gul'dan Deckard coming on in here for Pet Wolverine and Lulu. A couple of heroes I haven't seen in some time here. Looks like Nexus Cats are looking to get the slows out and control the space and let Gul'dan slowly roll through these fights. Tychus removed here by We've Taken You, followed by the Zool ban from Nexus Cats, but Skabobos is going for the Dahaka off lane. See, they need a flex, and they need a tank over on the side of We've Taken You. We'll see what they want to leave for the last position here. To this Gul'dan damage showing from Nexus Cats. Muradin gonna be the option here for Pretty Please. So I'm gonna leave that flex to last. More squats from Infofox. Okay. Alright. Arth now going for the Cassia, recently buffed today. And Cawthon will lock in the Sonya to go across from this Dahaka. So Bandit in the last pick position here for We've Taken You. Could take a lot of different things. The rest of the comp looks pretty well put together. We'll see what direction they want to go with this last pick. Putting for Nova, very well could be. It's Raynor, the nearly Nova, coming on out for We've Taken You. Taking a look, see if there's any flips in the picks. Looks like everyone's happy with their choices. Good to know. Good to see. Alrighty. Start up the prediction here. Do I want to fit any of those in? Let's knock out 10 of the squats. Alright. First 10 squats are done, but we are loading into game number 1 here. Bet is up. If you want to make your predictions now, We've Taken You on the left. Nexus Cats on the right. Here we go. Looks like the map is loaded. Let's get into it. Here we go. For game number 1 on the left in the blue, it is We've Taken You. Skabobos on the Dahaka, Pretty Please on Muradin, Domer on the Junkrat, Sosa Bandit on the Muradin, and Tater on the Anduin. On the right in the red, it is Nexus Cats, Mark Zombie on the Johanna, Lulu playing Deckard, Cawthon on the Sonya, Pet Wolverine on Gul'dan, and Arthanel on the Cassia.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Here we go. Game number 1 is underway. We do have Cassia picking up the auto attack quest on 1. Gul'dan going for the E-build here. Checking out some of this new patch goodness. See if there's going to be a clash in the mid. Good wave clear start here for Nexus Cats. See Pretty Please coming on out with the rotation. Gul'dan hits the E. We're on our way here. Looks like Anduin's sticking around the mid, making sure that experience is picked up for the side of We've Taken You. As Nexus Cat's continuing to be a little bit ahead on the wave clear with the help of this Gul'dan. Rest of the team going to catch the mid here, give Sonya a little bit of a break versus Dahaka. Pet Wolverine going to come on up and help clear that out. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, We've Taken You. Going to push that lane and look to possibly set up for this starting camp. Cassia going to head on down and grab that XP. Mark Zombie making sure there's no instant invade here. But pretty standard start for these two teams. I believe Dahaka should rotate a little bit faster than Sonya, but I think it'll come down to the prowess in clearing these lanes. Raynor now visiting the mid here for We've Taken You, leaving a 4v3 for Nexus Cats. Trap is disarmed there by the unstoppable of Johanna. So now So Bandit is coming on down to help the rest of the team. Gul'dan now sitting on 7 stacks on that level 1 quest. Dahaka is going to be building up the agility to get even speedier out of the bushes over on the side of We've Taken You. Some interesting micro stutters. We might have to close one of my windows here, but hopefully we stay pretty stable here and don't have to close too much. See Arthur now rotating on down, looking to get a little bit of damage out as Johanna flanking in from the side is going to catch Muradin for the moment. Pretty Please turning it around with a Stormbolt. But overall, teams are pretty tame. No one's going in for any big plays. They're just trying to rotate around and get as much experience as they can. Triple Alder phase is coming on up here, so we'll see if there's any there's just going to be a simple trade on the top side, what the positioning priority is for our teams. As Pretty Please going way over onto the right side here. So Bandit is using the vision to shoot over the wall, as now Dahaka is digging on down. Sonya is staying on the right. Deckard Cain is taken down here. Skabobos has popped the essence and is trying to get a couple more kills. But now Sonya is moving over to the top left. I don't know if Dahaka gets there fast enough. Cawthon is starting to channel. Let's take a look. I think Dahaka gets here. Just barely. Bottom side, We've Taken You does control the channel. And now Cawthon is just going to have to back away. Knows the rest of the team is coming, and it's going to be a 2-1 on the objective here for We've Taken You.
Like all the others.
Wave Clear Festival continues as Mark Zombie is scouted out there by Domer. Cassia starting to come on down. Might try to turn it around onto Murden a little bit. See those charge strikes starting to land. Nice gather up by Mark Zombie. A lot of damage coming on out as Deckard lays down the root onto 2. Anduin is going to be targeted, and that's second kill of the game. First one for Nexus Cats. You're in the bottom lane. We'll see if they can get a little bit of damage onto this bottom wall. Arthur now has to watch out for those concussion mines. Junkrat very strong on those wall defenses if you step up too far. Johanna getting a quick slow there. Gul'dan putting a little bit of pressure onto Pretty Please. Now, Gul'dan will definitely have a hard time taking down Murden, as Murden just needs to move away and get that trait reactivated to counteract the poison. Camps are up again. Nexus Cats on the right getting theirs going. So Bandit is going to start it out here for We've Taken You, though seems a little bit wary of an invade. Domer, just keep on checking. It's Nexus Cats finishing up on the right there. Mark Zombie, mount up and be ready to roll here, but looks like no invade from Nexus Cats. It's a double altar phase in the bottom lane coming out next, and neither team's going to have their heroics for this. Looks like it's just going to be a 4v4. Gul'dan waiting on the bottom side here. We see Johanna trying to stop anyone from rotating on down. Nexus Cats are going to get the first channel on the bottom side. Cawthon is starting to rotate, but in some trouble here. Great drag onto Mark Zombie. The Iron Skin instantly blown up. Johanna goes down. We've Taken You. Another kill early in these engages. Still only 12 seconds on Johanna, but a great drag comes out from Skabobos, and look at that, Cassia is removed. Dahaka doing great work here in the early going. So Bandit will finish up the channel there and make the core score 32-28. It's ultimately a trade on that objective. Level 10's about to arrive here. We've Taken You. Get there slightly before Nexus Cats, though kind of just. Oh, Sonya actually going down in the mid there. Pretty Please on the rotation. Gets the kill onto the solo lane. We've Taken You. They've got the Rainer's Raider, the Riptire, Light Bomb, Avatar, and Isolation, as we have another engage down here on the bottom lane. Lulu trying to dissuade that with the Scroll of Sealing. Nexus Cats, we've got the Valkyrie, Horrify, Blessed Shield, Leap, and Stay a While and Listen. So no Falling Sword this game. Johanna returning to the Blessed Shield roots. That kill and having Sonya off the map, We've Taken You have jumped out to a little bit of an experience lead here. There's the Blessed Shield engage. Oh, the Unstoppable from Tater actually counters the Valkyrie, and now re-engaging. There's the Light Bomb coming out onto Pretty Please with the stun onto 1. Lulu stops 2, though, with the Stay a While and Listen, but Skabobos is on the chase, wants one more auto, and Deckard Cain is going to go down. 5th kill of the game here for We've Taken You, and we've got another double altar phase, this time in the top lane. Pretty Please will be allowed to Hearth in the top push there. Sonya moving away from mid. As the rotation is starting to the top side. 12 seconds until the next objective phase. And it looks like Nexus Cats are working on the bottom side control. Deckard is only just up now. Cawthon is going to see the rotation onto the right.
Be swift, heroes.
See if they have any interrupts. They are coming up here. I was thinking they were just going to give this. Dahaka caps the left here as we see a big leap right into the center. Huge damage from Gul'dan. Domer trying to get on out, but there is the Blessed Shield chase down kill. Junkrat is going to fall. Valkyrie, great max range Valkyrie onto Raynor. Now Pretty Please trying to make it out of there. The spear lands, and that is going to be a triple kill for Nexus Cats. Really turning it around here in the mid. Sonya going to complete the channel here on the top right side. Nexus Cats going for a camp invade to see if they can claim bottom lane control and play for the long game here on this map. Junkrat back, Raynor has returned. Muradin is now back as well. See if they can come in here and set up for the defense. One sapper going to go in and connect next to... Notice there's a structure and fly on in. Here's the Riptire coming on out to chase Mark Zombie. Turns it around. Riptire continues into the back and hits two backliners. Skabobos wants the drag but does not connect there. Nexus Cats now with a 13-12 advantage. Didn't find the Palantir fight that they were looking for, but maintain their level lead as we start to approach the later game. Still 5-4 on these kills. Stun comes out from Pretty Please. Gul'dan has finished up that level 1 corruption quest. You see those echoing corruptions. 6 circles in total now. As Sonya, Cawthon on the edge, might be looking for a leap engage. Pretty Please is moving in there. Stormbolt connects. The rest of the We've Taken You are staying back, though. Oh, Horrified doesn't hit. Sosa Bandit able to step up and avoid the engage. Now Pretty Please is going to move forward, find the stun onto Sonya. Mark Zombie is turning it around here. Avatar comes on out, but Cawthon biding their time, finds the jump and the kill onto Raynor. Skabobos is trying to get the last hit here onto Lulu as Dahaka dives in deep. The Dark Swarm connects, and that's going to be a kill, but Muradin falling as well. We see Skabobos on the top side being chased out by Arthanau. The Valkyrie connects, but Dahaka a little bit too much health to be run down here. So a 2-for-1 leads to the Nexus Cats, evening up the core scores at 24. And once again in a position to try to siege down this bottom structure. Got Wolverine trying to get in position, getting a couple of those corruptions right onto the building. Just a couple more casts should do it, and there it is. Bottom lane control goes over to Nexus Cats, and they are about to have their level 16s as well. Starting up the camp to try to get ready. See, We've Taken You wanting to set up to move in. They can't siege this down just yet. And now, Junkrat should be able to help get this down eventually, but if no one else can step up to this structure, it's going to take quite a while for We've Taken You to do that. Sonya coming on down to find a camp steal here on the left. Dahaka just trying to soak out level 16. Here for We've Taken You. We could have ourselves a stalemate here. Sappers are starting to walk on in. We've Taken You. Stuns onto one. They've got to get into range to stop these, though. Valkyrie comes on out, is going to find the pull, but Tater with the pull back. Lulu catches two there as the Horrify actually throws them away. Chastise is good onto Deckard as the Riptire connects as well. Lulu in some trouble there, is going to get the self-healing, but Deckard's still going down. But look at the damage from Pet Wolverine, taking out both DPS in one single cast. And that's 3 shots over the line. Arthanau is being chased down, though, by Skabobos, and that is a counter kill, making it a 2-for-2. Still with some good control here. The structure's still very healthy. But we have a triple altar phase now. Dahaka is moving up to the top left side. Cawthon is going to try to get the channel here. Dahaka not going to be fast enough. Drag just slightly behind there. Pet Wolverine on the bottom side is looking for a channel as well. That is 10 shots into the core here. And now there's one more channel on the right. But Pretty Please is here to chase out Cawthon. Gul'dan on the way up to try to help out. Sonya might have to commit the leap over the wall, and does. Deckard wants to move up for an interrupt, but is going to be stunned there by Muradin. Lulu. Oh, the corruption barely connects and does get the interrupt. Now moving in is Mark Zombie, wanting an engage here. Skabobos moves in, won't get a drag. Pretty Please is going to get the stun onto Deckard. That's a 10-second cooldown on Stay a While and Listen. So Bandit is able to move away and heal up. Riptire is coming on through the back, gets some damage onto the back line here, but we are now in a full 5v5. Dahaka had to tap and is now going to dig in on the backside. Pretty Please moves in. They get the dig and they're trying to target down the Deckard once again. Lulu is removed. Gul'dan taken down as well here. There's Artha now turning it around onto Junkrat. Now Cawthon is stuck with nowhere to go, but way on the right side here is We've Taken You. That's Anduin going down. 3-4-2 so far. So Bandit has to watch out. Johanna's going to move in there. Artha now trying to trade out, but Cassia goes down. Ends up being a 4-for-2 for We've Taken You. In a very extended fight here, and ultimately the prize for We've Taken You, they get to save 5 shots, but only inflict 3. All those kills definitely evening up the experience here, though. 11 core health is plenty when you've just got past the triple altar phase. Level 20s coming in pretty soon. We see Raynor and Murden heading on down here to try to wrestle this map control back. But Johanna is up, Gul'dan and Deckard are on the way here. See if they've got enough damage to take this down. Here comes Mark Zombie. Representing an invade here, chases Raynor and Junkrat away. Staying at half health here. Now Lulu and Pet Wolverine are here. Nexus Cats retains control here in the bottom lane. Cassia a little bit behind here. Nexus Cats do have to be careful because they are 3v4 on this defense. Mark Zombie moves up, gathers up a couple. Artha is now here. Dahaka and Sonya continuing to work on the map to find level 20 for their respective teams. Dahaka going to try to push out the top lane. Sonya heading on up there. Dahaka might have an opportunity to dig down here and make a 5v4 as our next bottom lane altar phase is now spawning. Ironskin allows Johanna to move in but does not catch anyone with the Condemn. Altar spawning now. Sonya has cleared away the top camp. Dahaka thinking about coming on down. Just heads on back to base to heal up. Mark Zombie sees the rotation here on the top side. Deckard is back to get the channel for 5 shots. Gul'dan putting a little damage onto the back line, but We've Taken You is stuck here. Dahaka is actually going to get the interrupt on the back. Sonya's going to have to come and help out Lulu. The drag does not hit, and Dahaka is going to speed away. Doubles back here, and looks like Lulu is going to ultimately get the channel, putting the core health of We've Taken You down to 6. It's a brief level 20 advantage. Dahaka digs away. Horrified does not connect, only driving out Raynor. Sonya in the mid trying to get this level 20, but Nexus Cats might have to give up this structure. Burden is going to Avatar and jump right past the fort here. Light Bomb moves in and is going to hit the stun onto 2. There's a drag, and Gul'dan is going to go down. Lulu not able to peel out there. Level 20s have arrived for Nexus Cats. We'll see if they can get a turnaround kill. Domer is low. Cawthon might turn around. There it is. Leap onto the back is spinning away. That's Raynor and Deckard traded out there as Domer trying to escape. Cawthon working on Tater as well as Artha now is getting shredded by that front line. Domer able to survive and help out with the damage as Cassia falls 3 for 2 as Mark Zombie and Cawthon trying to move away. There's the Stormbolt, and that is going to be a Sonya kill. A 4 for 2 there. Bottom fort still stands for Nexus Cats. Shred is the word I wanted. A shred of health left. The minion wave should honestly knock this out. There it is. Single bottom lane altar phase coming on up next. And while down 2 members, not able to be as aggressive as they want, We've Taken You. Just going to grab themselves a camp. Gul'dan is back. Deckard is on the way. Cassia and Sonya still some time before they're back. This should be a simple channel here before We've Taken You. Mark Zombie, a little bit low on resources, is just going to move back. 4 shots into the core, brings the Nexus Cat's core health down to 17. Cassia's on the way. Sonya's coming up now. Horrified popped there by Pet Wolverine. Not hitting anybody, though. Pretty Please able to reposition away from the ult. Sappers are stopped in their tracks. Bottom structure remains intact here for Nexus Cats. Sonya's now back and on the top side. Dahaka is pushing the mid. Could have an explosive engage here. Pretty Please is pushed away. Johanna just going to step up and get the wave clear in the bottom lane here. Sonya. Well, Sonya's headed up to the top side. I would love to see a flank here. Now Dahaka sees Sonya going up to the top side. Pet Wolverine has to move back. We are in a little bit of a stalemate mode. Cawthon starting to rotate on down. Camps aren't available just yet. Neither team feels comfortable enough to step out onto the map here. It's going to be a double top lane altar phase next. As we see Johanna is discovered there. Waiting on the bottom side, Arthanau sees the grenade go on out and moves away. Double stun is not going to be able to be followed up on as Pretty Please is way in the back. Skabobos, however, turns it around onto Deckard once again. Lulu is caught. Horrify is going to push away the Dahaka, but Pet Wolverine is stunned out by Pretty Please. And Gul'dan is going to go down. Double kill for We've Taken You. As Nexus Cats were trying to retreat to the objective, Arthanau is going to try to get the channel here on the right. Dahaka on the left. We'll see if Murden can get in range. Cawthon needs to get a dismount here. It's going to be a simple trade, but that puts the core health of We've Taken You down to 2. Pretty Please moves on in there with the Avatar and wants to find another kill here. Light Bomb will not find the stun as the Iron Skin of Johanna denies it. Oh, caught on terrain there. Murden gets away from the Valkyrie. And after all that, We've Taken You have stacked up these kills in the late game. This does allow them to take the boss off the map as a win condition. So that is a prize for those 2 kills. 4 more shots into the core here. But anything now takes down their core. Any sapper camp, any objective. Arthanau is going to avoid the Stormbolt here. As Pretty Please tries to rewind and go for it again. Will not get it though. Camp Steel is online, and now both teams are back at full strength. I really want to see Sonya just come down and join the team right now. So Bandit gets hit with the corruption. They've got to play around this global. Skabobos has just globaled in and killed Deckard at the beginning of all of these fights. Sonya's got to be here. The left side camp is now going to be controlled here by We've Taken You. Double altar phase coming on through next. If We've Taken You gets both, they put Nexus Cat's core health down to 1, unless they can pick up a structure kill in the meantime. There's a couple of structures that are pretty low on health. Nexus Cats are moving to the mid here to look for an engage on that flank. Deckard is a little bit split here, though. Pretty Please is going to see that split. Doesn't find the stun in the back as the Chastise lands. Pretty Please pops the Avatar in the back. There is the Fear going to land onto Anduin. Leap comes out from Cawthon, and Anduin is taken out. We've Taken You are trying to turn this fight around. Dahaka has slept on arrival, though. Junkrat falls. Lulu trying to kite away there, puts out the Scroll of Sealing to stop Muradin and Dahaka. Muradin goes down. Dahaka goes next. Cassia with the 4 killing blows. Arthanau wants this channel to try to end the game right away. So Bandit is taken down, and Nexus Cats able to win the final fight and are going to take game number 1. GG. We've Taken You really took them to the edge there. Nexus Cats had the control. It took a Herculean effort, but that time Nexus Cats were able to control the team fight, get the kills, and push to victory. Very, very exciting game there, going right down to the wire. Let's go to the post-match summary. Let's see what the stats can tell us. Domer on the Junkrat, a little over 68,000 hero damage there, coming on out for We've Taken You. Interestingly enough, 0 killing blows there. It was actually Dahaka and Raynor. They were able to get all of those last hits. Over on the side of Nexus Cats, Pet Wolverine on the Gul'dan, nearly reaching 75,000 hero damage with that upgraded E-build from today's patch. Take a quick look at the talents as we close out the prediction. Update the scoreboard. Get ourselves ready for a game number 2. Alrighty. I owe some exercises. I owe 10 more squats. I owe curls and I owe tricep extensions. So let's do those first, huh? Let's get to those. Just in case you're just joining us. Bring up the info myself. Battlefield of Eternity, Infernal Shrines, Cursed Hollow, and Tomb of the Spider Queen are banned out today. Towers of Doom going over to Nexus Cats, game number 1, and now they are bringing us to Braxis Holdout for game number 2. Leo Rice wants a plank. That's evil. That's extremely evil. Alright, if you want a plank, we'll get a plank. Prepare to look at my back. We are going to Braxis Holdout here for game number 2. At the behest of Nexus Cats. See if they want to cook up any similar strats. Gul'dan, another hero that can tend to pop out here on Braxis. We've taken you, will have first pick here though, so we'll see if their ban priorities change at all. Braxis Holdout isn't a map I get to cast an awful lot anymore. Goes pretty unpicked, tends to be left out of other tournament map pools. So we see once again it's just going to be Garrosh Brightwing bans, no change regarding the pick order. We've taken you. They banned last time. I think they banned Stukov, and they're going to do it again. We are getting pretty late into the regular season here. A lot of teams do their scouting, know the enemy picks. Understandable that they'd have this ban phase kind of locked up. Nexus Cats don't want to give away the Johanna. Johanna's still pretty good, turns out. So, we've taken you, have the first pick opportunity. Domer is going to get back onto the Junkrat here. To try to wreak some more havoc from that back line. Gul'dan once again here for Pet Wolverine, and Lulu will snipe that Anduin. It was taken away in game number 1. So Bandit happy to take the Vala that was banned in game number 1. And Skobobos will go back to the Dahaka. Overall, things looking slightly similar, if a little bit different. Nexus Cat's going to ban the Muradin next, try to throw Pretty Please off the rhythm. We've taken you. Looking at the Gul'dan, looking at the Anduin. See if they want to do any target banning of their own, maybe remove the Sonya. I still don't want to play against the Tychus. Tychus taken down. Nexus Cats gonna look to round out the rest of their draft here. There's a lot of tanks banned away and none picked so far. So we'll see what Mark Zombie has up their sleeve here. Unless they really want to leave it till late. They're gonna take 2 tanks. Mark Zombie's gonna lock up the Anubarak here, and Cawthon looking to play what looks like an off-lane ETC here for the red team. So, we've taken you. Somewhat light on tank options. May is up. That's kind of that's the main one I can think of right now. Varian is up. Uther is up. Pretty Please is going to opt for the May, and Tater is going for the Alex Straza. Alexstrasza touched in today's patch. Gonna take it for a test drive here on Braxis Holdout. Arthur now in the last pick. We got the flex position here for Nexus Cats. We'll see what they want to do against this double auto attack backline. Need something to get back there and pierce through. It's going to be Sylvanas here, playing a little bit more towards the map. Understandable. Understandable. Alrighty. Looking at the two comps, ETC versus Dahaka is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. I don't know if ETC has what it takes anymore on this particular patch, but we shall see. Here we go. It's game number 2. On the left in the blue, We've Taken You. Pretty Please is on the Mei, So Bandit on the Vala. We've got Domer on the Junkrat, Tater on Alexstrasza, and Skabobos on the Dahaka.
Systems online.
On the right in the red, Nexus Cats, Lulu on the Anduin, Mark Zombie on a Nubarak, Pet Wolverine is on the Gul'dan, Arthanau is on the something, Sylvanas, and Cawthon is on ETC. Here we go, game number 2. We're going to pretend that nothing even happened. Checking on our level 1 quest, once again, E quest, Corruption for Gul'dan. We've got the Puncturing Arrow quest here for Vala, going for the Q stacks. And Dahaka is going for that speed on level 1 once again. Pretty good wave clear on both sides. We got Junkrat Vala on one side, we've got the Gul'dan, Sylvanas on the other. I imagine these waves will not last long in either direction here. Looks like Nexus Cat's got the better of them off that first wave. Any other globe quests? No. Okay. Sometimes we tend to see some globe quests like ETC instead going for the off-lane guitar hero talent. Understandable. Nubarak going to go for a quick engage there onto Mei as the Blizzard landed on the lane. Pet Wolverine gets hit with the icing and moves on forward. Pretty Please is going to be rooted there as Man has to prop the Cryo Freeze. But Alexstrasza has the healing to get Mei on out of there. Another engage onto So Bandit, but Pet Wolverine is cut off there by Mei. Because now we're approaching the minute 30 mark and beacons are starting to activate. Mark Zombie might find an engage here on the edge. So Bandit is going to get caught there. Impale comes on out as well. Chastise does not land, but there's enough damage to find the kill. Nexus Cats pick up the first kill of the game. Checking on our top lane for a moment. Looks like Dahaka getting the better of that engage for now. Cawthon still having to clear the lane. Has to move back and get the tap. On the bottom side here, Lulu taking some hits from Domer over the wall. Pretty Please wants the hit. No, Junkrat is actually taken down there by Sylvanas. Great turn there by Nexus Cats. Lands them their second kill early here in this game. ETC continuing to battle here on the top side. Doesn't really get any wave clear until level 7. So that will help out a little bit in that matchup, though I'm guessing we're going to have to see Nexus Cats rotate onto the top side if they ever want to control that point. Or at least control it for very long. You see ETC is actually going to cap it there as Dahaka had to go and grab the globe and clear up that lane a little bit. And now Nexus Cats cresting the 20-second mark. ETC actually chasing Skabobo away up there. But Tater popping the dragon allows We've Taken You to move back onto the point. Struggle continues here. Mark Zombie looking for a way to move back onto the point. Domer, So Bandit a little bit bruised. So Alexstrasza has to put up those abundance circles to get everyone healed back up here. Mark Zombie wanted the engage, but Pretty Please mounted is able to move away. Here's the root and the Impale follow-up. Pretty Please taking some hits. There's a lot of damage focused onto Mei so far, and Mei is pretty sturdy, especially with a free casting Alexstrasza in the back. Gul'dan goes for the Corruption. That's a lot of damage. Impale on the catch. Nice aim there by Mark Zombie. And now, once again, Nexus Cats Actually, wow, Cawthon doing a great job up here. I didn't think this lane was going to go nearly as well for ETC. But the control is there, and now Nexus Cats might be wrapping up 100-0 on this first objective phase. That Wolverine continuing to siege on in here, has to watch the health on the life tab. As Lulu is trying to get those heals out. Only ETC up there in the top lane to get the clear, but it is a very low percentage Zerg wave for We've Taken You up there. The 100% Zerg wave is down here on the bottom side. That Wolverine trying to find a couple of stacks there. 15 so far on that level 1 quest, as now the siege starts to come on through. Nexus Cats would love to get this structure here if they can. Mark Zombie saved by Lulu. Moving on towards the back. Dahaka's starting to dig on down here. They hear it coming on through, and Skobobos is looking for Lulu again. Sylvanas removed on the low side as Dahaka finds the quick drag onto Mark Zombie. Pet Wolverine in trouble there is Pretty Please iced in, and Gul'dan is going to go down. There's the slow onto Anubarak, but no further chase to be had. Nice double kill turn there, but the fort does fall to this Zerg wave. So, evening up the experience with a couple of kills. Meanwhile, Cawthon getting some extra soak as Dahaka did dig on down. We'll have to waddle their way back up. Looks like we're having a lane swap here. Nexus Cats moving their 4 to the top lane. Skabobo wants a drag here. Just moves out for the clear. Nice dig underground to avoid the double engage, but the Chastise does connect. Dahaka will live to tell the tale, though. Looks like We've Taken You working on camps at the moment before coming on up here to try to stop this siege. May is flanking it on the edge. No dismounts. Finally, one comes out from May. Double Monster Hunter arrow, puncturing arrow. There from Vala. What's the name of that friggin' ability? Hungering arrow. So many arrows for Vala. Nexus Cats grabbing their top lane camp. We'll see if they double back down to the Bruiser, or if they're going to try to ferry this in. Well, they're booking for Dahaka on the top side here. Damage comes on out before the stasis is activated. Lurker Strain only going to keep Dahaka down for so long here. The movement speed looks like it's going to be enough, but Pet Wolverine in trouble. Great dodge on the drag there. And now Alex Straza is here to get everyone healed right back up. Dahaka looking for another engage on the edge. Here's Pretty Please as well. Lulu is going to check with the face there and start to move away. Stun is out from May, and Anduin is going to go down. Pretty Please cutting off the retreat there as Mark Zombie is forced to go on the low passage. Dahaka with the speed catching up, will not hit the drag, but the autos from Junkrat are enough. Another double kill coming on out for We've Taken You. They're starting to close the gap on that level 10, and now they want themselves a camp steal. Cruiser camp is stolen, but on the top side here, there's still a little bit of this camp left. Could be trouble for the fort as the next minion wave isn't here for a little bit. Dahaka gonna have to come on up here and try to clear this away, but fort is down to half. 10s are in now for both sides. Ooh, Pet Wolverine, I wanted to see that corruption go onto the fort. Looks like it might go down anyway. Gul'dan moves on up. Nice. Horrified to disconnect the drag. Maybe a little bit of an overreaction, but good job separating Dahaka from the target, just in case there was a big flank coming on through. Looks like Nexus Cats grab the top side and are rotating down for a fight. Checking these heroics, you saw that Horrify come on out. We also have the Stage Dive, Wailing Arrow, Cocoon, and Light Bomb. Over on the side of We've Taken You, it's Isolation, Riptire, Avalanche, Rain of Vengeance, and Life Binder. Now the teams are just going to do the dance. Do the dance between the lanes. Nexus Cats starting to move on up to the top side here. ETC going to follow. Not going to make any crazy plays with the stage dive just yet. Dahaka sees the top side being taken. Nexus Cats are going to get a couple of seconds of channel here. But we see on the bottom side, Tater and Pretty Please stop that channel quickly. Now here we go, Nexus Cats rotating on through. They're going to make an aggressive rotation and double back here onto Dahaka. Moves up to the mid lane. Skabobos avoids the first engage, gets underground there, and Lurker strains away. ETC is going to want to slide. Great Horrify is going to push Dahaka back into the team. Has no way to get out, but the Lifebinder is going to come on through and put Dahaka back to full. Great rotation from Tater. Cocoon was used onto Mei as well, and now we've got a full fight, but the Dragon is coming on out here, and Nexus Cats are being split to the winds. Great reactions there from We've Taken You to deny the pick, deny the ults, and now they're controlling both top and bottom points. That Wolverine just checking in the back here. Mark Zombie wanting to move forward. ETC might be thinking about it here, dives into the back. Pretty Please is cutting off the back line. So Bandit with nowhere to go down there, but look at the avalanche sending everyone away. Lulu and Mark Zombie isolated there. So now Arthanau is being chased out by Dahaka. The drag does not connect. Haunting Wave is reactivated, and Arthanau will escape. Great ult there from Mei to interrupt that fight. Goodness gracious. Great back and forth here so far. Very even on experience. Very even on map control. Though the forts are going over to the side of Nexus Cats here. So they've got slightly more passive lane pressure. The dance continues. Another couple of seconds for Nexus Cats. Immediately cut down by We've Taken You. Full Dancer currently sitting at 33 stacks on that level 1 quest. 20 puncturing arrows. Haunting arrows. Gosh, what the heck are they called? Hungering arrows have landed so far for Vala. ETC on the low side does have stage dive back now. Dahaka will be able to dig in as a global as well. It's Pretty Please tries to control this top point. ETC going to grab the bottom point here. 13s are in for both sides. Dahaka in the back is going to get rooted, is trying to find a move in here. Gul'dan gets a huge Horrify and is saved by Lulu while blinded there. Nexus Cats are going to try to turn it around. Cawthon wants a slide but will not get it. Pretty Please is taking him away on the top side. Light Bomb comes through, will not find the stun, but Cryo Freeze is popped. Pretty Please trying to move away. There's the Avalanche, not going to connect this time. Ults flying like crazy left and right here, but no one can secure the advantage in these fights. Lulu, is going to see the rotation there. Mark Zombie moves on in to try to peel away. So Bandit moving away, takes a couple of tower shots there. Sylvanas trying to double back here, does not have the Haunting Wave. It's available now, moves away. Arthanau trying to get away here. Domer moves up, but gets rooted, and it's going to be a trade. Sylvanas for Junkrat. Alex Straza going to get healed up there with the Lifebinder as Dahaka continues the zooms to get away. Cawthon on the flank is going to have to move on forward with a big slide to try to peel, but hits nobody. Isolation comes on out onto ETC, is now trying to move away. Encore trying to create a little bit of space, but Cawthon is being chased down. Drag stun is out. Lulu with the pull and the save. Cawthon survives. The reactions from both of these teams have been so good this game. Really making the most of all of their abilities. Nexus Cats trying to get a couple more seconds here on the channel. Cawthon is going to start the timer as Mei is put into the cocoon. Cawthon trying to create a little space here to make sure Mei has nowhere to go. Cryo Freeze is used. Horrify is denied, and now Pretty Please is going to ice out. Cawthon in trouble, is trying to move away. Stun onto Anubarak there as the Riptire is going to explode onto the backline, but no kills. Anubarak is going to be avalanched into the back. There's a stun. Anduin goes down. Anubarak goes down. We've Taken You. Double kill. And now they're going to try to control and get this channel going once again. But ETC steps up to the bottom side. Skabobos not going to get here in time, but will try to chase Cawthon off the point. Meanwhile, Pretty Please chasing out Pet Wolverine there. Camp Invade is good. Gotta be careful. Oh, there's the drag, but oh no, Junkrat might have come through with the save onto Cawthon. Oh! Unfortunate there, the positioning of the concussion mine versus the drag vector. camp was actually not finished there. And now the push on the bottom lane is starting here for We've Taken You. Arthur now, is stunned by the Blizzard. Trying to move away here. Soso Bandit gets the big burst. Rain of Vengeance barely missing there onto Sylvanas. Pet Wolverine steps up to try to get this clear. Horrify is going to hit. A little bit of damage is good onto Soso Bandit, but not quite getting the angle for the rest of the team to follow up. Icing is going to find the slow. Lulu gets the pull onto Pet Wolverine. There is the big stage dive from Cawthon. Riptire splitting the members as Light Bomb comes on out, is going to stun 2 in the front line, but there's still a lot of Zerg here. Nexus Cats have to get behind their wall. Both teams are going to crest level 16 at roughly the same time here. Another fight that nearly went both ways and ultimately went neither. Meanwhile, up in the top side, this little shrivel of a Zerg wave is still doing some work. Skabobos is going to come on up here as the last drop pod lands. Moving into the back there, Mark Zombie with the large engage onto Domer. Cawthon trying to follow up there, but no damage able to get in range. This is tense. This is very, very tense. Looks like we've got camps being taken on both sides here. Nexus Cats finishing off this bruiser that ultimately did not get stolen. On the left side, camps being taken as well by We've Taken You. So they go ahead and move on up to their own bruiser. Boss positioning is a possibility, as the next objective isn't ready just yet. ETC headed on down to the bottom lane to try to get the clear here. See which way We've Taken You wants to rotate. They're sticking together, and it looks like the top side is what they're going to focus on first. Nexus Cat's going to move safely here. Might be going for a wide flank. Just checking the boss pit. Just checking the boss pit. Dahaka going to maintain presence there on the top side. We've Taken You. Thinking about doubling back. Neither team is really committing here. They're both staying flexible as they can on the map. ETC ready to join if necessary. They're just dancing. They're just dancing. Top lane's going to be cleared. Bottom lane is finally cleared out as well, so parity achieved there. Beacons are now starting to activate. So the opportunity and the reason to meet is now about to be online. Nexus Cats rotating on down as safely as they can, making sure they're not found lacking. Boss checked by both sides, no one's on it. Nexus Cats are going to show on the bottom lane here. We've Taken You, staying off the map best they can. Beacons are activating, and both teams will take their respective beacons. No big deal there. It's all going to come down to who gets the drop on the other team. Who gets caught out. Dahaka waiting on the top side, Cawthon waiting on the back side to make sure there's no super deep flank. We've Taken You. Trying to maintain a position here. Boss is checked. Not started. So Bandit sees the boss was pulled. At least briefly. These teams are just gonna stick in a stalemate here. May moving across is gonna see ETC. Nexus Cats starting to move from their positions. But neither team really blinking much here. Skabobos is starting to think about cycling around the back. Cawthon is gonna see them, but still gets hit with the drag. Here's the burst, and ETC is down! Vision may have been obscured there, and that's a very important pick for We've Taken You. Nexus Cats are going to have to hightail it on out of here. Boss is going to be started up here. Very important pick for We've Taken You. Unfortunate that ETC couldn't see the rotation there and got caught, but great reaction from Skabobos. Mark Zombie. Uh-oh. Blizzard is going to catch onto 2. Lulu going to save 1 here as the big silence was popped. Wailing Arrow, but Pet Wolverine is caught. The fear does hit, but Gul'dan is still down. Another pick for We've Taken You. They grab the boss, and they're going to grab both points briefly. Looks like Mark Zombie going to control the top side, though, so only 6% is taken. Uh-oh, Mark Zombie could be in trouble. So Bandit is going to get the dismount. Nubarak gets over the wall. There's the icing engage, and Nubarak is not going to have anywhere to go. Lulu comes through with the save once again, though. Riptire is trying to chase down, is not going to get the kill here as Cawthon is back. So Bandit avoids again here. Sylvanas is taken down. Lulu with the self-light bomb to try to survive, but is trapped in the corner. Anub goes down. Anduin is going to fall. It's a quad, well, it's a triple after the Gul'dan pick. And now We've Taken You. Have a push going in the top lane. We're going to see Dehaka double back to get that Zerg wave rolling. Keep pressure is coming on forward. It's only ETC and Gul'dan. Gul'dan has pretty decent ranged wave clear and will secure the kill on that boss, but the beacon progress is now ticking, and there's no way Cawthon and Pet Wolverine can safely move out here. Looks like it's simply going to be taking the camps here for We've Taken You. Vala doubling on down. Tag that camp. There you go. They've got 20s as well, so Nexus Cats, they still have both of their keeps. But this is going to be a pretty tough defense, as we have a camp and a Zerg wave barreling down the top lane. Here comes the flank. Oh no, Cawthon is still out there. Pretty please. Just caught them out on the edge. Artha now moves over, but Cawthon may not be so lucky. Mark Zombie has to move in to try to peel, but is dragged there by Dehaka. There's the silence arrow trying to get Anubon out, but the seeking arrows are in and Anubarak is down. This could be it here. That pick is going to allow We've Taken You to move in force. Pretty please moves into the back here, trying to dissuade the defenders. The keep is down, and now the Zerg wave is going to move into the core. Dragon is popped here. It's a full all-in from We've Taken You. Gul'dan trying to hit as much damage into the heart of that wave as possible. Skabobos is splitting the backline as the core is being rapidly dissolved. We've Taken You are going to take game number 2 and send us to a game 3 in this series. GG. A very, very tense game number 2 there, going all the way. But We've Taken You, getting pick after pick in the late game, allowed them to force a game number 3. Very, very nicely played. Let's go over to post-match. See what the stats can tell us here. So Bandit on the Vala. Nearly 67,000 hero damage coming on out there. Pet Wolverine on the Gul'dan. Top siege, top hero damage at 55,000 there for Nexus Cats. Take a quick look at the talents as we close out our prediction. Update the scoreboard and we'll get ourselves ready for a game number 3. Some water in there. Alrighty. There we go. 1-1 in the series now. We're going to be headed to a game number 3, but first, going to take a short break, refill the water. When we come on back, it's going to be more Division C East. Don't go far. Hello and welcome back. We are setting up here for game number 3. We've Taken You versus Nexus Cats. Looks like we're going to be going to Dragonshire for our next map. Everyone coming in from Dudette's stream, welcome. This is the longest best of 3 in the history of best of 3s. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Looks like this one was chosen by We've Taken You. Fantastic. Give them the caster ready, and let's go to map select. Map select. Map select. For those who are just joining us, and of you there are plenty. Battlefield of Eternity, Infernal Shrines, Cursed Hollow, and Tomb of the Spider Queen are banned away. Towers of Doom went over to Nexus Cats in game number 1, and We've Taken You struck back on Braxis Holdout. Now it is going to be Dragonshire to round out this series. Just waiting on the final readies. And then we'll be able to jump into a draft. Exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff indeed. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's click there. I'm gonna be pretty careful about where I click this time to make sure my game doesn't crash. Oh, excuse me. Nexus Cats will be first to act here, sticking with their Brightwing ban in the first position. Can't imagine anything significant changing with the opening bans unless these teams really want to go for something crazy. There goes the Garrosh. Dahaka, the next to be removed here by Nexus Cats. We've taken you. See if they stick with that Stukov ban. Kratz wants the dad joke. In Greek mythology, Chiron is a half-man, half-horse who had great knowledge of medicine and health. So he's a centaur for disease control. Well done, Kratzlot. A centaur for disease control. Well done. Well done. Mark Zombie is going to lock up that Johanna first pick once again here for Nexus Cats and instantly responded to with the Vala Junkrat. We've taken you, or running it back one more time. Killa B 007, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. See what Nexus Cats wants to pair along with this Johanna. It's going to be the Anduin once again here for Lulu. And Pet Wolverine is going to mix it up with the Chromie rather than the Gul'dan this time. We've taken you, sticking with that Tychus ban in the mid position. Nexus Cats, they're looking at the Vala Junkrat. They got a good whittle down on the tanks last time, though the May seemed to be messing them up a little bit. So we'll see if they want to stick with the Muradin ban, and they do. They're going to leave that Muradin ban right where it is. Skabobos is going for the Hogger this time, so deviating from the Dahaka line to get something a little bit more map appropriate, map strong. Though somewhat harder to play, I would say. Pretty Please is going to go back to the May. Had a good time in game number 2. Going to try to run it back in game number 3. Nexus Cats in the last 2 spots. They need an off lane. They need a flex. See what they want to do up against this Hogger in the top lane. Sonya Zeratul. Cawthon going back to the Sonya, and Arthanau is going to bust out the Zeratul here for Nexus Cats. Solid rotation. That does mean that their power spike will come a little bit later in the game, so they've got to watch out for the early game prowess of We've Taken You. Tater is going to go onto the Alex Straza, so building basically the same composition that they just won game number 2 with is the side of We've Taken You. And Nexus Cats picking a lot of the same heroes, but a little bit of flex here and there on their damage dealers. Awesome, awesome. Good stuff. We're going to set up for game 3. All right, the prediction is up. I'm not touching anything. No crash one time. Loading. All right, we've got movement. Yes. Yes. All right, looks like we're loading in just fine. Getting ready for our game number 3. The bet is now open. Who is going to take it? Will it be We've Taken You with the reverse sweep, or will Nexus Cats secure the victory? Don't have to wait anymore, because we're into the game. We are into the game. Let's see what happens. It's game number 3. On the left in the blue, once again, is We've Taken You. Tater on the Alexstrasza, Skabobos on the Hogger, Pretty Please on the May, So Bandit on the Vala, and Junkrat on the Junkrat as Domer just disconnected. Unfork. No power outage one time. Let's go back to me. Oh, jeez. Here we go. We're back. It's game number 3. We saw the left-hand team. We've taken you. On the right, it is Nexus Cats. Arthanau on Zeratul, Lulu on the Anduin, Pet Wolverine playing Chromie, Mark Zombies on Johanna, and Cawthon is on the Sonya. We are here for game number 3. Johanna going with the Laws of Hope on level 1. A different level 1 talent. It really must be patch day. It must be patch day. By the way, earlier, thank you so much for the follow, Chris. Hope you're having a good time. Pretty Please in a little bit of trouble here on the low side, but Pet Wolverine is a bit cut off. Chromie damage into the back here as Zeratul trying to get the chase down kill. There's the slow from Johanna. The early damage from Chromie Zeratul is pretty hard to land and kind of relies on talents to be good. So I'm not expecting a ton of kill pressure out of Nexus Cats in the early going. They're just going to try to hang on and get to those later talent tiers. Camps are up here. Zeratul is going to be spotted on the high side. So Bandit taking a hit there from Pet Wolverine. But the camps are up here. See who wants to start those up. So far, nobody. They're trying to control the bottom shrine here. Chromie is going to go ahead and start up that right side camp. Pretty Please going to walk over, see that it's started. We might have ourselves an invade. Right now, Johanna pops the Iron Skin in the mid. Trying to create a little bit of space, and We've Taken You doubles back and starts their own camp. Checking on the top lane here. Oh, we got a bit of a scrap here between Hogger and Sonya. There's the stun into the wall. Hog Wild. Gonna be cancelled there. Cawthon forced to move away. The Hogger healing away from lane is a little bit better than Sonya. Is Chromie gonna catch 2 with the time trap? Oh, big root onto Vala there. So Bandit trying to stick around for the heal. Doesn't get punished. Chromie did go for the Anderhall anomaly. Oh, Hogger actually going down. Nice rotation there from Arthanau. First kill of the game goes over to Nexus Cats. And that is what you want to be doing with your Zeratul. You want to be leaking away. You want to be harassing that off lane, making sure no one is allowed to make the aggressive rotation. Zeratul going to catch May here in the mid. Going to force out the Cryo Freeze, but blinks back to safety. Nexus Cats currently controlling both points here. Pretty Please and So Bandit have to maintain their presence in the mid. Sonya, a little bit low on resources, doesn't want to engage onto 3. Gonna go ahead and double back there, but now Nexus Cats pressing through the bottom lane might claim this entire wall. We've Taken You are getting really split up here on Dragon Shark. One more should do it. There we go. Chromie pretty low on mana. Is gonna have to move back and deal with that soon. Sony on the top side trying to wrestle the point back from Hogger. Just going ahead and clearing that mid. Another nice time trap onto 2 as Arthanau moves into the back. So Bandit going to be healed up there by Tater. Arthanau is forced to move away. Domer forced to stay in the mid here as Hogger on the left-hand side is trying to bring out a bruiser camp. Now the entire bottom wall is gone. Moving in there. Pet Wolverine once again getting the time trap and able to move away. Pretty Please. Being pulled off the point there is... Oh, Tater taking a hit from the Chromie damage. Pet Wolverine still kind of ailing on mana here. So Bandit stepping up onto 2. Nice Chastise to follow up. And, oh, Vala's going to go down. Arthanau with a deep flank onto Alexstrasza. It's a double kill for Nexus Cats as they continue to set the pace here in the bottom lane. Get the wave clear. They've got another minion wave on the way. They might be taking out this whole structure. May and Junkrat are going to come on down here to try to defend. There's the slowing sands from the Chromie, trying to stop Domer from advancing. It's Mark Zombie getting out of trouble there. Nexus Cats definitely showing their veteran playstyle here on Dragonshire. Doing a great job of just controlling the whole map right now. That Wolverine now definitely has to move back, has been running on empty for ages. Is actually going to get interrupted by the May there. Going to try to Hearth once again. Johanna just going to go ahead and pop that Unstoppable, wanting none of that smoke. Moving away. Sticking on the low side here as 4. Augur on the top point is now having to deal with a 2v1. Bouncing back and forth. Augur should be ceasing the spin there. Hog Wild already used. Can we get one more slam for the kill? Skabobos gets behind the wall. Getting away from the 1v2. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Mark Zombie in the back is trying to cut off Domer here. Chastise connects. There's the heal from Tater, but the perfect body block is in, and Junkrat is out. 4 kills here for Nexus Cats, as well as their level 10s. We see the Void Prison, Leap, Falling Sword, Slowing Sands, and Light Bomb. Oh, Pet Wolverine is getting roasted there by So-So Bandit. Hogger controlling the mid, Zeratul creating some space as well. Pretty Please moving forward. Manages to avoid the Chastise. As Vala trying to move back to the low point here. Cryo Freeze is already used. Chastise does not connect. The icing gets away from the Light Bomb, which goes off before the Falling Sword can land, which also whiffs. Here comes Arthur now in the back, wanting to get the big cleave onto 3. This could be trouble. VP onto 2 here is Pretty Please is being sent away. This is almost certainly going to be the double kill. There goes 1. There goes 2. Nexus Cats on a 6-0 streak here. Continue to pressure the bottom lane. Zeratul just wreaking havoc here for We've Taken You. Every rotation effective here. It's now the Riptire. Uh-oh, Domer has to disconnect the Riptire. Zeratul just went, wait a minute. I can just run you down. Skobobo's moving away from Cawthon there, as now Bottom Bruiser is being worked on by Nexus Cats. We've Taken You have their heroics now. We see the Hortipult, the Avalanche. There is the Cleansing Flame, Riptire, and Rain of Vengeance. As May trying to control the bottom point. There's the Slowing Sands. Pretty Please. Gonna get stopped by the Time Trap. There's the Chastise to follow up, forcing out another Cryo Freeze. Caught by the icing, but quickly cleansed away. There's the Hortipult into the back. Skabobos is coming on down to try to make this fight happen. Pet Wolverine is caught there. There is the Falling Sword, but it's not going to be enough. Too much damage, and Chromie will fall. Cawthon looking for some kind of engage here, but goes on back to the mid. We've Taken You strikes back with the power of the Hogger flank. Nexus Cats with their 13s, but they're still short Chromie, so not able to step onto this bottom point. Looks like Zeratul possibly rotating up to try to get the 2v1 onto Hogger up here. Skabobos is still full health. Johanna looking for an entrance there, but well guarded by We've Taken You. Hogger gonna go ahead and get out of trouble as Zeratul is spotted. I'd love to see an invade here. Zeratul knows that they're not in this camp. Sonya's pushed in the top. I doubt they're gonna do it. May is gonna see this rotation here. But I would have loved Zeratul and Sonya to just jump on that camp right there. Would have been a gamble, but I feel like that would have been awesome. Hogger does get the Bruiser camp, though, for We've Taken You, and now Sonya's going to have to deal with that. Hogger thinking about another flank here. Nexus Cats got caught the first time. We'll see if they can escape with their lives this time. There it is. Hortipult goes into the back. Pet Wolverine is able to move away that time. Mark Zombie trying to follow up with the Falling Sword onto the VP, as Arthur now has split the members of We've Taken You. Sonya still dealing with the top lane here, as it's going to continue to be a 5v4. Mark Zombie gets hit there, going to be saved by Lulu. Arthur now trying to get a little bit of damage onto that back line. Slowing Sands is doing huge work there. So Bandit getting popped. Zeratul is just going to go ahead and Hearth back. Thinking about it, but no. Pretty Please gets away from the Slowing Sands once again. Still no dragons so far this game. How you doing, Melville? I haven't actually looked into the Alex Straza change exactly. I just know that this is our second game of Alex Straza tonight. So if someone in chat knows, please let us know. Dragon Knight is ultimately picked up here by Nexus Cats, now back at full strength. Zeratul in the Dragon as they're going to siege down the mid lane here. That Wolverine continuing to poke it on the edge as the Dragon Knight assaulting the structure. Augur looking for a flank. There's the Hortipult in. Stun onto Chromie on the side. Pet Wolverine trying to walk it away. Will do so. Falling Sword used by Mark Zombie to try to get the peel. Dragon is going to finish up this mid fort. No re-engage just yet from Nexus Cats as Zeratul is still in that Dragon. Clear up from the bottom lane here. The Dragon is making their way down, but both forts already down. The Dragon is basically just killing some time here. I'd love to see just a cancel. There's still 16 seconds on this Dragon. They might get one fire breath onto the wall. That'll be about it. We've Taken You is here for the defense. 5 seconds on the Dragon. Arthur now is going to get popped on out of it. Here's the Riptire from Junkrat. Doing a little bit of damage, but Pet Wolverine gets inside the stasis to avoid most of it. Pretty Please chunk down to half there, as half of that wall is taken down. Chromie just trying to get the last couple hits onto this structure. It looks like Nexus Cats are thinking about moving in. Augur on the backside is actually stealing this bruiser camp here. Nexus Cats were worried about the flank, but now they see the camp capture. Sonya's gonna have to go up and deal with that. Sonya will show on the camp here. We've Taken You, moving to the mid as Nexus Cats grab the bottom bruiser camp. And Nexus Cats, so far they're not really in a position to force a fight. I feel like down here they had an opportunity to take the odd talent tier fight, but they didn't end up going for it, and now We've Taken You are very close to their level 16s. See if they can force something real quickly here. Arthur now moving forward. There's the light bomb. It's going to catch one. The vault was actually used there. So Bandit in trouble, and that's Vala going down. They do get their commitment pre-16, and now they have an opportunity to get some chip damage onto the bottom keep. 18-16 now, as We've Taken You lock in their next tier of talents. Keep is getting a little bit low, but the minion wave, which was depleted, is starting to come on back in. Still 12 seconds on Vala. Nexus Cat's going to continue to poke in just a little bit, but it looks like they're not actually going to get the keep. Pet Wolverine in a little bit of trouble as Skabobos goes in. Zeratul starting to deal a lot of extra damage now with that cleave. Blinks away, but the Cleansing Flame is going to be too much. It's a trade Zeratul for May. As the VP ceases, Skabobos in some trouble, trying to move away, gets the knockback. Chastise lands though, and Augur goes down. 3 for 1 here so far for Nexus Cats. Pet Wolverine a little bit low on mana, but it will be enough to finally take down the bottom keep. Shrines are online. See Cawthon heading on up to the top lane to try to get another quick dragon for the side of Nexus Cats. We'll see who gets in there. I mean, ideally Zeratul's the one who gets in there, but Zeratul is down right now. So it looks like it's going to be Pet Wolverine who's trying to get this channel.
I tried to save this realm.
It looks like their target is going to be the mid lane on this push. They've got a counter push going on in the bottom lane. They've got a catapult and a siege camp that is going to have to be dealt with. The dragon is heading on down to the bottom lane. Interesting choice here for Nexus Cats. Maybe they're just buying some time for Zeratul to catch up here. But I was expecting the dragon to go mid and maybe the rest of the team to flank or just have everyone go mid. But the dragon is starting to walk forward like they're thinking about core. They've got 20 to 17. They might be able to just walk up here and do this. Falling sword light bomb connects onto Vala in the back. Lulu's being chased away by Skabobos, and with that pick, the Dragon Knight might be able to just move in and take the core. A risky play, but it pays off here for Nexus Cats. We see Sonya sent away by the Avalanche, but the Dragon's still healthy enough, and the core is down to 40%. Cawthon and Mark Zombie getting some hits in as well, and Nexus Cats, with a very well-controlled Dragonshire, are going to lock up this series 2-1. GG. We got there. Game number 3 goes over to Nexus Cats in what looked like a very well-practiced Dragonshire strategy. We've taken you, we're getting pulled left and right. Skabobos got some big flanks there and started to open up some opportunities a little bit, but ultimately just could not get enough fights. We've taken you, falls on D-Shire. Let's go to the post-match. See what the stats can tell us here. Skabobos on the Hogger, top in everything. Top siege, top hero damage, top experience, and top self-healing. There on the Hogger, well played by Skabobos. For Nexus Cats, Pet Wolverine on the Chromie, 46,500 hero damage coming on out there in the winning effort. Let's close out our prediction. And update the scoreboard. We'll see if anyone is down for an interview after a grueling session today. Let's throw out the pings. Hello, hello, welcome, Arthnow Mark Zombie. Congratulations on a grueling 2-1 victory today.
Thank you. What up, Josh?
Thank you.
It was quite the series here. A lot of back and forth, especially in the first 2 games there. Tell me about the Towers of Doom composition that you were able to put together. It seemed like the ults were really able to turn it on for you there.
Oh, gee, what heroes did we play?
I had
Johanna,
to
we
think back
had.
to it. Honestly, that
Sylvan.
comp was a possible overreaction to all the buffs and nerfs today. Just kind of wanting to see how Gul'dan was doing, and I was kind of feeling the Cassia auto attack buff. Just kind of wanted to see how it was. But we definitely struggled with them piercing our backline quite a bit in that game.
Yeah, there was a lot of grid flanks there from the Dahaka just moving right into the back with the Muradin there. It kind of came down to the final moments. Was it just, able to make that adjustment and guard the backline a little bit better? Or was it just, the final fight happened to go your way?
For that game, it was... honestly felt like the final fight just went our way. Because a lot of those fights were just split, and I think the biggest thing that happened was we managed to get their fort bot pretty early in the game, and that just managed to give us just enough of a leg up to limp our way to the finish line.
It was a very, very close one there in game number 1 for sure. Moving into Praxis Holdout, pretty somewhat similar comps on both sides, a lot of similar heroes, but obviously a very different map. We got into a little bit of a stalemate there towards the end of the game where neither team could really had the vision to move across the map. What are comms like in that moment where there's not really anything to bring the teams together or any objectives to do? Was it, just a test of patience, or did you really feel like there was no way to make a correct move there?
I guess I can comment on that. Yeah, I mean, we kind of drafted somewhat of like a lane push comp with Gul'dan, Sylvanas, and Anub. and we had gotten both of their structures down very early, but then yeah, it kind of felt like hard to step up on the keeps to do damage with our comp because of, I guess, the Dahaka. So yeah, we were kind of just trying to play the ring around the rosy with the objective.
Tell me about the ETC pick in the top lane into Dahaka. It seemed like possibly a draft reaction to so many tanks being off the board. Is that something that Cawthon likes to play in that matchup, or did you see something in the draft that, you know, that looked like the play to make?
Honestly, I've just really been feeling offlane ETC lately as a drafter. It's just fun. It's interesting. I don't 100% know how I feel about it meta-wise, but I don't know. It brings a lot of variables into the 4-man and 5-man that I think are really hard to account for from the other team's point of view.
Yeah, and I think he's also just a disgruntled ETC main because I refuse to play that poopy hero.
It was a cool reaction. Like, it was kind of some people talk about, you know, the ETC versus Dahaka in sort of like a global matchup where, you know, ETC tries to stun Dahaka out of a global and then stage dive in to get 10 seconds in a fight. And it's, you know, it was cool to see. It was a cool draft decision. So I just thought I'd ask you about that. Ended up not going your way there in game number 2, but Dragonshire looked like you just had total control from start to finish there. At any point in that map, did you feel like you gave the enemy any chance to come back, or was it just kind of step on the gas and never let go?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of getting pretty tired, so we just wanted to end it quick.
Just turn it up to 11, eh?
So that was exactly it.
Well, it executed well. I was honestly surprised that you took the dragon straight to the bottom lane there rather than going through the mid. Was it the level deficit that you thought you could just, you know, move in through the bottom lane and slow press into the core?
So that one was ultimately a call by our offlaner, but I think we just had all our big buttons up and we were doing a pretty good job of executing it, so we felt like we could get the pick and end it.
Get the pick you did. You were able to go in there and get the victory on Dragonshire. That's a 2-1 there. Very nicely executed. Taking a look at the standings. Starting to come up towards the end of the season here. There's a little bit of a point gap, but getting these 2 points definitely helpful. How many matches are left on your schedule at this point?
We have 2 more.
2 more matches. Okay, so you're in the points hunt. Of the remaining 2 matches, are there any, you know, are either of the teams you've been able to face before, or teams you're looking forward to facing?
In particular, I'm really looking forward to playing ICC Kauai, because essentially the way the math works, we need them to lose and we need to win out, and honestly, those 2 playoff scenarios will ultimately all come down to us versus them.
Okay. That'll be an exciting one to watch for sure.
Yeah, so there's a lot on the line for that one.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a slow start this season. Actually, week 1, I was vacationing in Hawaii, and then so I missed 2 weeks, and then we had someone else, a couple other people actually being out. So, and we have 3 of our original Nexus Cats members, and then 2 new additions that Lulu had played with on other teams. So, with the you know, slowness in the beginning and people being out, it's kind of hard for us to build momentum. But I think towards the end of the season, we were really starting to turn it up, and looking forward to playing more with this squad.
Fantastic. Well, you're in the hunt, and good luck going forward in the last couple matches. The floor is yours for any final shoutouts you'd like to make for today.
Yeah, first of all, shout out to you, Crush. Thanks for casting the game. I know this one was kind of a longer than usual series due to other factors. So really appreciate your patience.
We got
And,
there. We got there.
We did. We made it. And then shout out to actually I don't have anyone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Crushinator for casting and sticking through and doing all that headcaster work that you do. And then shout out to my team, I guess. Yeah.
Good
They're
stuff.
right.
Very good stuff. All right, Arthur now, Mark Zombie, thanks so much for joining me. Congrats on the win, and good luck in
Thank
your
you.
last few regular season matches.
Thank you, Crush. Have a nice night.
See ya.
You have a nice night.
Have a good one.